and I'm sorry I can't stay for the rest of the meeting because I have to get back to the office for a 8:30 board meeting. But we are so grateful to be here and to be a part of the good work that has gone on in this neighborhood for a number of years. You know, we realize that we could not be hosting the Carters here if everyone in this room had not done the work that they had done. So thank you for that. If Chris feels like it's a marathon, we're feeling a little bit like it's a sprint right now. We found out right before Thanksgiving that we had the opportunity to host President and Mrs. Carter. And in the Habitat world, it's a little bit like hosting the Olympics. The Carters have devoted a week of their life to Habitat, volunteering, for the last 26 years, and we have never hosted it here in the Twin Cities. And the focus this year for the Carter Work Project, 1 year is outside the U.S., 1 year in the U.S., is really on neighborhood revitalization. It's on what can Habitat do as a partner to help neighborhoods who've really been hit hard by the foreclosure crisis. How can we be good partners to create opportunity in a future where there are boarded and vacant homes? So with that, I just want to say thank you to the city, to the neighborhood, to allow us to be here. And it's really going to be fun, it's really going to be cool, and we still have some volunteer spots we could fill. Huh, Andy? So Andy will tell you about that. Thank you very much.
New people.
Good morning. As Sue mentioned, we are very excited about the project that we have coming up in October. But to kind of put all that into context, I want to elaborate a little bit more on what she was saying. Habitat's been working in North Minneapolis pretty much throughout the life of the organization for the last 25 years. We've between our new home program, our renovation program, our home repair program for existing owners, we've worked on about 370 some odd houses on the north side. And if you take a look at our map over there, you can see all those little dots reflecting all the houses that we've touched, the families' lives that we've been involved with. But we don't, you know, you kind of look at that, you'll see they're kind of scattered randomly throughout the north side. And we're an organization that serves the entire 7-county metro area. And so at any given point, I think right now we've got projects from St. Francis up in the northwest down to Chaska in the southwest and all the way over to, you know, the equally far-flung throughout the metro area. We rely on folks like you who have the knowledge of the assets in your community and who have the vision for change at a smaller level to help us direct our investments. So because we serve a large service area, we need folks who have that level of, that sort of ground level of knowledge to tell us, hey, here's the place to go where your work can really have an impact. And that's exactly what happened with our involvement in the EcoVillage. So we had the opportunity to bring the Jimmy and Rosamond Carter Work Project to a location in the city and looked at several options, and folks kept saying, you really ought to check out what they're doing in Hawthorne, from the mayor's office and other places. And we had tremendous support right off the bat from folks at Hawthorne Neighborhood Council and others in the community to say, yep, we want you to be a part of this. We felt a little sheepish coming in because you look at all these fancy maps and everything's all mapped out and it looks like, well, this is a done deal. This is all set to go. And it was kind of hard to imagine how we might graft this big thing onto the work that had already been done without it feeling like we were trying to steal the show or something like that. And again, folks from PPL and folks from the Hawthorne Neighborhood Council and others just said, come on in, we got plenty of room for you. In particular, they were able to help us craft a vision of how we could host this project in a way that builds off of the energy around the EcoVillage and sort of spread things around a little bit. So of the homes that we're going to build on the project, there are really only two that land in the 4 square blocks of the EcoVillage, but there's another one that's across the street, and then there's one that's like a half a block further down, and then there's one that's a block away, and another one that's a block away from that. And so what we're doing is taking that energy from the planning that was done around the EcoVillage and start to pull it down into the neighborhoods and out in different ways, so that we're capturing that vision, and we're making it kind of spread out into other parts of the community. That was that was not our vision. That was kind of the direction that we got in working with folks here, and that's the kind of information that an organization that works the way Twin Cities Habitat does doesn't get unless we're involved and rooted in the community and getting the feedback from folks who know the area very, very intimately. So we're very excited that we can take all of this great work that's been done in the 5 or so years leading up to this and shine a national spotlight on it by bringing the Jimmy and Rosalind Carter Work Project to the Twin Cities. So what exactly does that mean? Well, we're going to, the project, as Sue mentioned, is only in the U.S. every other year, and it typically highlights a particular geography in the country that where they really want to shine the light on the need for affordable housing. So it's been in the Gulf, it's been in Appalachia, it's been down along the Texas-Mexico border. It's places where housing is a major issue. This year they chose to do something totally different, and they said, you know what, we want to focus on the needs in urban communities across the country. And so there are 4 cities hosting the Carter Project this year. DC, Baltimore, the Twin Cities, and Birmingham. I guess it's really, we could say 5 if we're going to count Minneapolis and St. Paul, which they are.